I'll say my official start was from when I was a part of a group called Western Union. My man Damani Superfly,
Yes.
we started messing with Snoop Dogg. That's when I got my first official rap check. So I'll start there, and that was amazing times, man. And meeting Snoop Dogg and him being who I thought he was, which is rare in this game. You know, you meet somebody, they're never like who you see them, but Snoop is smoking, cool, OG Snoop.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it was just love, man, and being on the road, and the things I learned was just priceless.
What'd you learn?
Just first of all, how to move and shake like a hustler in his game. You know, Snoop being bigger than life in music, and he still moves like a new rapper.
Yeah.
He's always doing things. He got new shows, new things going on. He greets people with respect. He's cool with a lot of people. Everybody loves Snoop. So he networks like a genius. Just how he moves and shakes. And I'm like, damn, I'm watching him, and I'm like, you don't even have to do this. Being this legendary dude, but he's like, nah, that's what keep him daily still hot to this day.
That's a great thing you learn from him, because that's what I try to preach, because Snoop stays humble.
Yeah.
And he stays relevant.
Yeah.
And it's not what you know, it's who you know.
Exactly.
And I try to tell everybody in this game, it's all about relationships.
Right.
Western Union, wow. You just brought me back, because you said Damani. Damani's from Inglewood, correct?
Yeah. Yeah.
And he had like a little fro, right?
Yeah.
Right. It's funny because, you know, when I helped discover Nipsey Hussle, we had an Adidas sneaker deal with Adidas, and Damani
was good.
got an Adidas sneaker deal, but his was red and Nipsey's was blue.
Right.
And I haven't seen Damani in a while, man. Like I was always rooting for him, and I always loved the name Western Union.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Whatever happened with that?
We did a thing. You know what, man? Snoop promised it all. He promised us the album. Our album came out. It came out September. I forgot the actual date it came out, but came out in stores, had Best Buy commercials. We got got 2 videos off. We went on tour at the West Fest tour with the Dog Pound and
Mac 10,
Mac
right?
10
Yep.
Warzone. That time, remember that Warzone? And we had some great times, man. It just kind of it was what it was for that time, and then we kind of just did our own thing.
So how do you feel about West Coast music and West Coast rap right now?
I feel good about it, man. I feel good. I feel like, you know what, man? You know, in all regions, music can all around be better, right? Even in all genres, really. Music can be better by more artists. I think more artists should care, obviously. Do their homework, learn about your vets, learn about your past, learn where it's from, so you can kind of add to why it was as big as it was, and then continue it being as big as it is. But so here, I'm just glad they're looking. I'm glad people are looking, and they want to know what's coming from the West, and we got big artists doing huge things, and people are like, wow, some of the greats now are from the West now again, like it was in the 90s, and, you know, so that's just a good feeling that people over here looking. Just because, you know, it was the whole South run that happened, and people were looking at everybody else kind of like old school.
Right.
And it's like, no, it wasn't old school, it's just that everybody has their time.
Exactly.
You know?
Who you feeling?
I'm feeling
these days.
Obviously myself and Prob, the stuff we've been doing.
Love it.
Been crazy.
Confident.
Yeah, man. Amazing. Can't wait for people to hear that stuff. And outside of us, man, Kendrick just put out a great project.
Amazing.
Amazing project that I feel like we need in this game. We need the different voice. We need the different opinion. We can't just have a bunch of this and then, you know, one artist doing one thing. Like Kendrick did an amazing thing. Now more artists need to do amazing things. Now, I'm not saying do what Kendrick did, but there's other lanes you can take and talk about something different and take a stance on something.
Be original. I like
original,
Kendrick stuff
man.
because there's substance to it.
Be original, man. You know, and even with that, okay, what I don't like about rap nowadays is, and when somebody does something and it works, then everybody else want to do that thing.
Followers.
Exactly. So I don't want people to do that either. Like Kendrick did what he did, and it's working, and it's great for hip hop. Carve your own lane, man. It's always something else to look for. It's always an alternative. So even as a rapper, don't feel down about what you're doing because people are loving this. Do your thing and do it to the best of your ability. Exactly. So that's the alternative. People don't want to hear Kendrick and what he's on at this time, then they want to hear this. When I go to the club, I want to hear the Migos. Right. Or when I go to the club, I want to hear Gucci Mane or whatever. When I'm in the car, I want to hear Problem, or I want to hear Kendrick or somebody else. When I'm in some street shit, I'm gonna throw on some Nip.
Right, it's a different vibe for different occasions.
Exactly.
You know, it's so funny. I tell people I was on tour with Nipsey in the game, and J Rock, and Kendrick was K-Dot hype man for J Rock.
Yeah.
No one knows the the dues he paid and all the hard work he put in, man. It doesn't happen overnight.
It's work, bro. You gotta grind.